Beautiful morning. You the sunshine, my morning, babe. Nothing to water. Man, I absolutely love Phnom. I love Phnom Penh forever. This is the best city on the planet. And I think I could probably say that because I've been to most of the big cities on the planet. Anyways, so how to think like an investor, why does it matter? So, leverages is the key. Even like Ye said, got my leverages, think about my beverages. Wow. Okay, so several thoughts. I think one of the first grand upsides of being here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, is there is so much opportunity. Merca is no longer the land of opportunity, is the land of decay. Cambodia, Asia, Southeast Asia, Mekong area is the true heart of innovation. Look, Omakase place good. Hinoku, right? I'll promote all these people, right? So, okay, so some interesting thoughts. Okay, so assuming you went to the top university here in Cambodia, in Phnom Penh, it seems that like a good monthly salary is like okay, there's the realism, like bottom floor is probably like 250 a month, 300, 350, 500, 700. The holy grail for a grad here is like $1,000 a month. And most people don't really get it, right? So to get a job that's like $1,000 a month is like graduating and getting a job that makes you like $10,000 or $15,000 at one of the big tech companies. But realistically, even the good ones, they're like kind of working for like like let's say you're a university student working this like part-time job, you're only making like $1 or $2 an hour. $2 an hour. That's like straight up criminal. I'm like, wow, these like super greedy peoples. And I'm like, I get it. I mean, like the economy here is different, whatever. But still, it's the numbers seem small. Anyways, so Doi Cheng Cafe looks new, single origin. So as a consequence, the great thing about being life in here is like there's like essentially J Village, infinite opportunities. The whole city is beautiful and grand, best weather of all time. Like I think to have a weather where you could just be in a tank top and shorts all day, all year round. I mean, isn't that what everybody wants, right? Look, even the people here are like so cleaning up in the mornings. Oh wow, beautiful sunrises, right? Like even in LA, like, which are like considered the best weather in the States, it's like super effing cold in the morning and night. You gotta crank up the heater or wear like down jacket. Like here, I'm like, and actually what's interesting too here, because the weather is so mild and pleasant, it makes like living easier, because once again, at worst you just open up the windows and you turn on a fan. Like that's all you really need. And then beyond that, yeah, you don't really need too much. Look at this beautiful sunrise. So inspired. So as a consequence, so recipes for like the best life ever. The first life thought is, 30,000 steps a day, sleep 9 to 12 hours a night. How does one do this? Blackout curtain, earplugs, super quiet living quarters. Actually, one of the upsides of living in a very, very tall high-rise condo is, how do you say? Like if you're like on the 35th floor, you're not going to hear no street traffic because it's too high up. So one of the upsides of being higher up is less street noise and better sleep. And honestly, guys, at this point, all I want is a good night's sleep. Everything else is what it is, right? Like, even the thing, right? You can take all the money in the world. Oh, this place also good. Mansion 51 and Grand Mansion. So if you can take all the money on the world and trade it for a good night's sleep, it's totally worth it. Like, for example, if you're Elon, the first thought is you don't want to be Elon. I wouldn't wish Elon lifestyle on even my worst enemy. I mean, I still think he's the greatest entrepreneur of all time, yet he's also probably the most physiologically painful person of all time. And so the downside of this, look at this, just like put up a hammock, just chilling like a villain, make rah rah rah, my la for. Oh, look at these. I love it. And so as a consequence, I mean, okay, this is my thought. If you were to be the most fabulous entrepreneur of all time, I would actually make the contrary thought that you must sleep 10 to 12 hours a night. Okay, like, how can we get, okay, let's do we'll start a new viral hashtag called Elon needs to sleep. Sleep better, Elon. Sleep well, Elon. So the general thought is, how would Elon sleep 12 hours a night? He needs 12 hours of sleep a night, right? First, we would get him off of drinking Red Bulls at midnight, get him off the sugars. Also, one thing about Elon, which is interesting, is considering that his uber genius mega brain, right? He actually seems to understand very little about human physiology. And this is actually one thing I've discovered too with extremely intelligent peoples, is that when people are very, very intelligent, they actually ironically think in terms of calories in, calories out, like they have these stopwatch counter things, right? Very, very naive scientism ways to think. So my personal thought is, it's all about hormones. Think about, this place is also really good. Yuk Shidi. Yeah, this place is really good. Come here for really good Korean food. So, that looks so quiet and nice, right? It's so funny too, because Phnom Penh is like, okay, so Phnom Penh is like the Manhattan of Phnom Penh. It is Cambodia. So quiet, so beautiful, so wonderful. Best city of all time. Kunyom Kamai. Also these jasmine flowers that fall on the ground, really pretty too. You could actually rent a villa here for only $2,500 a month, by the way. And also my heuristic, or my new aphorism saying, better to be American in Asia than Asian in America. Hashtag facts. Also, I'm like, should I become the first Bitcoin rapper? So totally forgot what I was talking about, but that's the point of vlogs. Yeah. So okay. So for any entrepreneur, I've been doing this for 7 years, 10 years. Like, it's fine. Okay. So it's very simple, guys. All you have to do is intermittent fasting, no breakfast, no lunch, only a one huge dinner, carnivore, 2 to 3 kilograms of meat. And the strategy is you actually want maximum nutrition density, whether that be eggs, yolk included, beef liver, beef tongue, organ meat, lamb belly, beef belly, beef ribs, on a ribeye, whatever you want, right? And the strategy is You only drink coffee first thing in the morning, and like extreme abstinence the rest. If you're tired, just take a nap. Even if you're like not sleepy, just close your eyeballs, put on a face mask, earplugs. Just try to force yourself to lie down or get a 90-minute massage. That's one of the upsides of being here in Cambodia. Oh, the best place to get a massage here is Devatara, Devatara. Also Bodia, Bodia, is also good. One of the upsides to getting a 90-minute massage is it's almost like forced nap resting, because you can't do nothing else. You can't be like on your phone while you're getting a massage, right? So as a consequence, you're just gonna be able to focus. And actually one of my theories on why people love getting massages so much is it's forced like not on your phone watching something or listening to something time, right? Same thing with swimming is like most people when they're swimming, they like, you know, they don't have headphones on, they don't have their phones, right? And so they could be really fully present while they are swimming. Yeah, so jump into the pool, swim a little bit, hot sauna, cold bath, ice bath, whatever, right? Switch up your physiology and go on long walks. So then I guess the question is like, what's the point of all this? So it seems like the building block is first and foremost, you want some sort of like physiological thriving. What that means is, once again, get your 30,000 steps a day. Don't start running. Running is like kind of a silly way to approach it. And it's more of an existential thing rather than a fitness thing. Like for me, I have a theory that according to Nassim Taleb, I kind of agree. To just walk at a moderate pace, like you don't quote burn, like the idea of burning calories is like the silliest idea of all time. To me, walking is like an existential thing. I have a theory that your brain and the sensors on the bottom of your feet, there's like at least 1 trillion sensors in the body. Just get barefoot, get the Vibram 5-finger shoes. Get the Vibram 5-finger shoes and just kind of vibe out. Oh, and also one thing I love about being here in Phnom Penh is I think like people here are much more like natural. Like everyone still wants to have kids, which is a good thing. You know, and the focus on the family in the future. And actually, one thing that's really good about Phnom Penh is there's definitely like a culture of like mutual, like you know, the hand bowing thing, right? Kind of like mutual respect. And it seems that it is kind of a universal thing. It's kind of like more about harmony in the cosmos, in the universe, which is, in my opinion, a good thing, right? Also, pro tip, you're crossing the street, throw up the peace sign or just wave your hands like you're hailing a cab to not get run over and become roadkill. Yeah, so life here is good. And investing in real life human beings. So invest in people in the flesh, right? Like rather than wasting $1,000 on a new like loser iPhone, that ain't gonna do nothing for you. You know, keep your old iPhone S. Like I have a $300 iPhone SE from like 20 years ago, right? Not 20 years ago, just 3 years ago. And you know, either invest the money into like ChatGPT Pro, or ideally find like a 20-year-old like ambitious university student and invest the money into them. And it becomes your ultimate Archimedes lever, because once again, even if you invest $100 into a local kid here, that's like handing them $1,000, and they could do a lot. And once again, one of the great privileges of being an American in Cambodia, you just unlock the secret cheat code to life, in which your money becomes infinite, and you can't spend your money fast enough. Like literally, you cannot spend your money fast enough. Like it's a pretty profound. Like assuming you're not gonna buy a condo, you know, here like even the thought of purchasing a vehicle, like I would pay money to not have a vehicle. Like I actually love the remorque lifestyle. You actually have much more happiness and freedom and power to just be able to call a tuk-tuk in like 2 seconds rather than having to park your own vehicle, which is not fun. I think in America too, the suckerdom we are sold is, you know, once you buy the whatever vehicle, you'll be happy. But the truth is, you don't want to be held down by no vehicle, because all vehicles, you end up sitting on your butt. Your metabolism shuts down like 99%. And also, a random thing I was thinking about is when you're inside a vehicle or a car with the windows closed with the AC on, right? You're not getting all this extra oxygen in the air of the environment. And as a consequence, it actually kind of puts you to sleep. So that's why when you're driving on long road trips, opening up the windows, getting fresh air is often a good thing. Maybe also the reason why people like convertibles so much is also that when you have the top down, you just get maximum airflow. I mean, ideally, you can use a sunroof or open up your windows or whatever, right? So fresh air is good. So the more fresh air you get in a day, the better. I mean, the ideal solution is, you know, it don't matter if you're like some sort of executive or whatever, right? Never step foot into an office. An office is for lose. Wow, look at the sunrise. Beautiful morning, right? Independence Monument is nice. Put this in the air. Raccoon. Wow, look at that sunrise. Woo! Better in real life than the videos. Wow. Even look at all these nice people walking, right? So the nice happy thought is, imagine living a life in which you never miss another sunrise. Wow, look at the sunrise. Beautiful morning, you're the sunshine, my morning, babe. Nothing in the water. Yeah, so wow, look at that sunrise. Wow. Beautiful sunrise. And also another funny thought too. Don't run, just walk. You know, if you run 5-finger shoes, super minimalistic, right? And I think the reason why walking makes more sense than running is like, it's very easy to walk a marathon. It's very difficult to run it. Humans are engineered to walk long distances slowly rather than to do anything else. And actually, the funny thought too, I guess the upside of doing like Pokemon Go or something is you're still at least outside in the real world getting fresh air. It's probably a good thing. Even, I mean, Seneca never uses the iPad no more because real life here is better. But assuming also you have a kid, I have a pro tip. Your kid wants to play games or a movie or something on the iPad or iPhone, make it a rule that they can only do it if they're like in a park or a national forest looking thing. And then typically what happens is they just get interested more in the real world and they don't want to play the thing no more. Or the other option is at least to get the fresh air, so that's kind of good. Look at all these old ladies doing the meditation in the morning. It's like, yeah, life here is better, guys. So yeah, being a digital nomad, I'm gonna create like cyber nomad or cyber soldier. Digital cyber is short. I'm gonna be a cyber nomad. Or be like ... Want a cyber? Yeah, use a little humor. Yeah, so being a cyber nomad, digital nomad here in Phnom Penh is like a trillion times better than Thailand. Wow, look at this. Sunrise across the water. Too nice, too nice. Wow, look at this. Look at the birds in there. It's so nice. Look at the sunrise back there. You can see it. Yeah, like people here are much more chill, much more zen. It seems that like Thailand is already tapped out. Too much pollution. You can't see the sky. And this walking plaza is actually one of my favorite walking plazas of all time because it's so flat. And it does seem like the secret here is waking up before the sun rises, so it's still not like 10 trillion degrees and it's not that hot. Also another thing that's kind of fun about being here in Phnom Penh is I think they have pretty good relationships with China. So you see all these like mainland Chinese electric vehicles, and I think a lot of them look cool. I mean, they're pretty cheap. Like you could buy a BYD car for like 21,000 US, brand new. Well, that's cheaper than a Tesla, even though it's probably not as good. But at least it's an option, right? Also, you get fake Legos. Like you get this fake, Lamborghini Lego Technic set for only 30 bucks, something that cost you like 500 bucks back in the States. So everything here is like at least 10 times cheaper, which is kind of cool. You could even buy a Xiaomi fake McLaren looking vehicle here. But anyways, the big thought is after being here, I have like zero interest in purchasing any of these toys or gadgets or gizmos no more because to just exist in the world is the greater joy. And also going to the gym, shout out to Viz, Monkey Fit is the best gym. So then comes the question, what's the point of life? Simply put, you have a kids, ideally at least 2. If you want more, that's cool too, right? And then what you do after that is you just, provide a better future for your kids, right? And also like, I think the future of innovation is definitely going to be on the interweb, cyber, Bitcoin, layer 2. Currently something I'm working on is like, like either for Cambodia, Bitcoin treasury company here, and or like some sort of like Telegram bot, Bitcoin, ABA bank, ABA Pay, Alcida Pay something. And so I call it the Air Kim Hydra. We're going to first start in Cambodia, bridge to Vietnam, then to Myanmar, to Laos, to Shanghai, to Hong Kong, Asia. And essentially I'm going to try to bridge the two virtuous worlds together, the East and the West, East-West Bitcoin, because I think, a simple thought is, isn't like, you don't want to like exist in one place for the rest of your life. Like for me, I always like, the ideal split is, 6 months in the States, 6 months in Asia, or even better yet, I'd prefer to do like 9 months in Asia, 3 months in America. Better yet, 10 months in Asia, 2 months in America. Better yet, 11 months in Asia, 1 month in America. And actually, assuming you're out of the States for like X amount of days a year, you don't even have to pay some form of taxes. Like, if like 365, like if you're in Asia 360 days a year, you're only back in the States for like 5 days to get like mail and Amazon deliveries. Then you don't actually have to pay a certain type of taxes. I forget what exactly, but just research it. So the upsides, the first upside is once again being you just live a better life. Like look at all the people like playing in the streets. Everyone's much more Genki and happy. And the reason why I think Cambodia specifically, especially Phnom Penh, is first and foremost, it's a real city. It's not like Siem Reap or some sort of like tourist destination. Tourist destinations tend to be not so good because they are too dependent on tourism, in which weird things sprout up. So for example, like I'm not a big fan of a lot of these tourist places because you get like all these weird foreigners. And I was even shocked too, right? Like one of the downsides, look at this. Everyone playing the soccer things in the morning. Wow, so good. Got the little hacky sack little ball things. Yeah, look at it, so virtuous. Love it. Look at the balls. Look at the balls. Yeah, so fun. Yeah, people are just like way happy. And actually, the reason also I love Vietnam, Saigon to death. I prefer Phnom Penh because A, everyone here speaks English. B, they use the US dollar, it's dollarized, which makes things very, and also the big one is everyone here uses Telegram, not loser Facebook. And I think there's like a trillion, actually I had another interesting thought. Telegram is like the new Uber of thoughts. Like people think that Uber is the future. I think Telegram's the future. I mean, there might never fully be Telegram adoption in the States because everyone just is using iMessage already. I mean, that's fine, right? But even Kendrick Lamar was like, he uses Telegram. He's like, until on my Telegram, be cautious, right? So I'm sure like the really, really famous people are all using Telegram. Maybe we'll just make it kind of a new luxury. Like you have a Cartier watch, I have a Telegram. Wow, so nice, so nice. Also, the riverfront is a good walk. So the way forward, I think, the way forward is think about innovation, think global, and don't restrict yourself. Cyber is the future.